guys, I'm Kelly Jace. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'd like to talk about maximizing your happiness. So stay tuned to the end of this video in order to see what it is that I will be unboxing and reviewing for next weekend. I'm pretty excited. So I haven't opened this myself and I've been waiting to share it with you guys. And this will be quite interesting, I hope, and maybe a little bit fun. So today, maximizing your happiness, I will share the first 2 points on how to get yourself purely and truly happy. So point one, how to really be truly happy is we need to break out of that cycle of thinking that we're happy, breaking out of that cycle of what we're taught in doing things that you hate in order to get the things that you want. So be it things like, for example, doing a degree you have no passion in order to get the accolades or get a job that's sitting good in social status, or not following your dreams to fulfill the things your parents have planned for you, like staying local, having a family, staying in an abusive relationship because you are scared of maybe losing that security and standing on your own 2 feet, or, you know, just working in a job that you hate in order to get money to live and do the things you want to do. So I really don't understand why this has been indoctrinated in us that we have to do this. And it's not everybody. I appreciate it's only the majority of people who do this. And I personally would like to say it's probably taken me quite a while to figure out that I was unhappy in what I was doing, I was unhappy in my life, and to make those changes and to realise that in order to find your true happiness, you need to break out of the habits and the cycles that we are taught to follow. And it will lead on to my second point, but why do the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results? It doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to try and give you an analogy here. So you want a fresh coconut, and the coconut is high up in a tree. And to get to that coconut, you need to climb the tree all the way to the top. Now the tree is going to have spiky parts in it, and it's going to be bumpy, and it's going to be hard work. You're going to be sweaty, you're going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be hard work to get that coconut. But at this time, you only want that coconut once, and that's it. So you do all that work, you get that coconut, and it's fine, you've gotten what you wanted. It's not detrimental to your life because you only had to do it once. You've only had to do the graft to get your coconut, and you can get on with your lives. But imagine having to do that every single day for the rest of your life. I mean, our lives would be pretty miserable if that's what we had to do. Day in, day out, go through that pain, anguish, sweat and tears just to get, sustenance at the end of the day. And that's the sad thing, is that most people are doing that. Most people are living by that cycle of going through the mundane job just to get that paycheck. So what is it really that we're searching for? What really is it that you guys need to make you happy? Do you need, instead of having to climb that painful tree, to maybe walk through a sandy beach just to collect your coconut, or swim through an ocean to collect your coconut? What is it that you need to make you happy, so that instead of the journey being a means to an end, your employment being a means to an end, how does that means become as valuable as the goal at the end of it? How do you make the journey to getting that paycheck as enjoyable as getting that paycheck by itself? If I said to you, I'm going to pay your wages now for the rest of your life, what is it that you would actually want to do? I know it's harder to, it's easy to dream, and it's harder to say, you know what, Kelly, in reality, I can't be an astronaut, or I can't be a freelance painter. But in a day and age where we really can be whatever it is we want to be, why haven't you even tried? I'd like you guys to leave me a comment in below to let me know what it is you'd rather be doing, and if it's something realistic. What kind of thing can you do that's realistic, and we can see if we can try and work through that journey together. Because the fundamentals and the basic kind of rules of happiness is to enjoy what you do that gets you your money at the end of the day. And I guess if you can't figure out, or you can't find a job that's going to pay you twice as much, you're going to need to find a way to stop spending as much in order to maximize your salary. So if you can't get that promotion by cutting out consumerism, is the way you're going to get your promotion. And that leads me on to point 2. So point 2 really is stop being an addict, stop being a junkie, and stop being consumed by consumerism. You don't really need all the stuff you have, do you? You don't really need 10 pairs of shoes. You don't really need 10 winter jackets. You only need one dining table. You don't need all these things. So why is it that the majority of people feel the need to purchase things? And I'm going to give you a few of my thoughts onto why people purchase things. And it's, I'll just write it down here. And it's because basically people covet what their neighbour has. You covet what you see every day. You want other people's stuff. You want to be like other people. And at the end of the day, you can't compare yourself to other people because you never truly know what is going on in that person's life. If you had, £1 million, £2 million, you've got all that money will only take away your money troubles. It doesn't take away your troubles. So consumerism is a way of controlling you and controlling what it is that you do with your life. So you're being forced consciously and subconsciously into buying things that you don't need because society is telling you that it's the right thing to do. It gives you some sort of status by having it. And by having the newest phone, the newest console, the newest clothes, you're worthwhile. Your value is only what you wear and what you own and the things you possess. That is what you are telling the world your value is. You're not really showing the world your inner value, your true value, the value that you can offer as an individual. You're only saying my value is, the labels that I'm wearing on my back or the products that I keep in my house. At the end of the day, it's just stuff and it's just accumulating. And you have to buy a bigger house to accommodate all the stuff you keep accumulating, and you're not letting go of it. You're not moving forward. So I feel like if you stripped away all of that consumerism, what purpose do you have in life? What value do you have? And as I just said previously, do you want people to know you for what you can offer or who you are, as opposed to being a walking billboard, being a walking in your free advertisements for these big companies, all these different sorts of brands that you're carrying around? You are just an advertisement and you're not getting paid for that. So why carry it? Do you really need to upgrade your phone straight away? I mean, I used to be a prime example of this. I used to get my upgrade the minute that my contract had been paid. I'd get a new upgrade. And what I've realised is, and as I showed you in my last video, my phone is still, cracked and smashed. I'll get the phone fixed when it becomes non-functioning. But what you do is you get this new phone and it's shiny, it's new, it's got all the new mod cons, but it's not yours. And you're stuck into a 24-month contract where you're paying off £30 a month until it is yours. And then the crazy thing, what you do is when it becomes yours, you say, I don't want that anymore. I want another one. And then you're back into a cycle of paying for things because you want the latest one and not really owning anything, not having that financial freedom to be in control. At the end of the day, all the things that you have, all the bigger things that you have that you can't buy outright are things that you can't afford. So why do you have them? You think it's going to make you feel better by having a brand new car, brand new shiny car that you can't afford outright. So you've got to put it on finance. And by doing that, the bank has just said to you, basically, this is a car that we think you can afford in 20 years' time. It's not a car that you can afford because you haven't got the money for it. So we shouldn't be really buying things. I mean, again, I appreciate when you need to buy a house. I appreciate you're going to have a mortgage and you're going to be paying it off. But I refuse to have a mortgage for longer than 7 or 8 years. I'm going to be putting every single penny of my money into that mortgage so that it is paid off in the quickest amount of time, so that I am paying the least amount of money back to the bank and I'm keeping my money in my pocket, and that house will be owned within those few years. There's no way I'm going to be 60 years old and still paying off my mortgage. It's not right, because then if you're having to pay off a house in that amount of time, you can't afford it, and you shouldn't be affording it. If your neighbour's house is bigger than yours, that's their problem. That's not your problem. They're going to be paying it off for a long time, and you don't want to be stuck in that commitment that you are never going to leave. You know, look up what the word mortgage means, and it will tell you in itself. You know, so I just really want you guys to really think about what you're buying. I'm not saying don't consume, don't buy stuff. I'm saying don't overconsume. Do not be an addict, and take control of your life back. Be the person who chooses what it is you want to buy. If you want to buy a TV, that's fine, buy a TV. But is your old one broken? Is your TV functioning? Do you need a new TV? That extra money that you're spending on that could be going into your savings, could be going into your pension so that you can retire earlier and start going on the adventures that you forgot to do, or the plans that you forgot to make because you were too busy working that mundane job. I really would like to hear what you guys think, and your thoughts, and what it is that truly makes you happy. Because at the end of the day, you can't take it with you, and you've only got one life. So maximize it. Have a great day, guys. Thank you. Bye. So next week we will be unboxing and testing this product. So it looks a little bit out of the 80s. I didn't pay a penny for this, so I'm pretty excited to share this with you next weekend. So come back next weekend and we will go through that together. Just hope there's no accidents. So thank you so much for your time. Have a great day and maximize your life. Bye.